Hey there, I just want to get on here and cut a quick video, um, about the ups and downs of being in business. And I was just, this morning, I was just kind of feeling down myself. I'm human. And I actually went to the gym on the way there. I listened to this Think and Grow Rich call, always makes me feel real good. And as the call finished, I was about a half hour on the treadmill. I'm drinking my energy drink and stuff while I'm walking on the treadmill for about a half hour, listening to the rest of the call. This is something that I do to generally pick myself up. And then once the call's over, it's about a half hour in, I'm drinking this energy drink. The energy drink starts kicking and stuff. So then I end up going hard for about a half hour, working out real hard, getting my endorphins flowing and stuff. And I felt better after I was done. But I was just feeling a little bit frustrated this morning about some different things and some different things I'm trying to learn, trying to figure out. And I catch myself doing this. And I get frustrated sometimes where I'm trying to learn too much at once. And I know this guy one time. I know this guy in a past business that I was in, and he would say things like, once I learn all the training, once I do all the training, man, I'm really gonna get started, man. I'm really gonna go in there and get it. So, what the problem with that is he never got started, you know, because he was too worried about training. And I find myself doing this stuff too. And it's funny because this week has actually been my best week ever. And in my industry, I've actually enrolled 8 people in the past 7 days, which is pretty good for me. I have friends that can do a lot better than me with that, but I enrolled 8 people in the past 7 days in my business. All people that want to do business, and that's pretty good. But it's funny how this morning I'm feeling down and not feeling like things are moving as fast as I want them to move. So it's just funny because it kind of reminds me back to the Tony Robbins audiobook I was listening to one time. He was talking about how when you get to know people that are successful, the more you get to know them, the more you get to find out that they don't think that they're successful. And a lot of people don't know this, but it is an ongoing process. I do have to work on myself daily. I've already created a lifestyle where I can come and go as I please and do the things I want to do, but because I can't do even more, sometimes I just feel down. I don't feel like things are going as fast as I want them to go. And I just want to let you guys know that that's an ongoing thing. It's an ongoing process, an ongoing thing you need to work on. And that's why when people are talking about their business and learn all this stuff, because success is an inside job, I always refer them back to the Inner Circle audios within Power Network, which is my primary business. And I refer them back to the Think and Grow Rich call. That's for free. And I refer them back to that because I know success is an inside job, and I know that they have to constantly work on themselves if they want success. Do I think I'm a success? Yeah, I think I'm a successful father. I think I'm successful with my family. I think I'm a successful coach. I'm successful with helping other people get to my level. But because I want to get to another level and I aren't completely satisfied myself, sometimes I don't always feel that I'm a success financially myself. So it's just kind of funny, how we're never satisfied as human beings. And I'm just speaking the truth here, speaking from the heart. And I want you guys to know that this is an ongoing thing, and I want you guys to be careful of trying to learn too much without producing. You should be I heard somebody say the other day, you should be learning 20% of the time and 80% of the time, you know sharing what you learned, or implementing what you learn. So you want to learn as you earn. Or learn as you earn as you learn, however you want to say it. You want to do that. You want to make sure that you're doing income generating activities on a daily basis. You're not getting stuck learning. If you're doing webinars on the internet online, if you're in Empower, get through the eight core commitments as fast as possible. That's different. Once you get through them 8 core commitments, now you're going to do them 8 core commitments daily. After that, every webinar or training that you learn, just try to minimize it to like one a day, whether it's 1, 2, or 3 hours, whatever it is. Some of these hangouts are pretty long. They're really worth it. They're better to watch these hangouts than it is to watch the television, for sure. But as far as like the webinars and stuff like that, and the different trainings and stuff that are online, just try to do like one a day and then try to implement what you learn. Because if you try to learn too much, at once, you're not going to get started. You're not going to, start producing results. So, stick to what you know as you learn, and it'll make things less frustrating. That actually happened to me this morning. I was a little frustrated because I'm trying to learn 2 or 3 things at once right now, and I said, man, I'm just going to cut back. I'm going to cut back. I got one thing kind of set here, thing kind of set here that's working, one thing that's set here that's kind of working. So I'm just going to focus on one thing right now because I was starting to get myself a little overwhelmed, a little frustrated, and to where I feel a little bit down this morning because of it, and I let myself, I let it beat me up a little bit. So I just want to cut this message, talking about how we measure, about measuring success, about learning as you earn, and to be careful of not getting stuck in the trap, of learning, of only learning and not implementing what you learn. Because the true learning actually happens when you implement what you learn. So if you're just learning stuff, you're just it's almost like reading a book and just putting it back on the shelf. If you do that, it's not going to be that as effective. If you read a book and actually, implement what you're learning as you're reading it, obviously you're going to get more out of the book, right? So that's actually why I'm on the Think and Grow Rich call every day, because you can read that book. I've read that book, and I've listened to it on audio, and I've listened to a shorter audiobook version of it. Put it back on my shelf. But as I'm on this Think and Grow Rich call, as I'm implementing what I learn on a daily basis, as I'm studying it rather than just reading it, putting it back on the shelf, I'm able to be more effective. So that's one of the keys to my success. Is being on that call, and listening to Inner Circle audios. I've actually listened to every single one of them already. So and many of them 2 and 3 times. So, but anyway, I just wanted to get on here, talk about measuring success. Like I said, earning as you learn, and not getting in that habit, and to share these things with you. All right, thanks. Hope you got something out of the message.